For the last 10 or 15 years, every car company in the world has been experimenting and working overtime to capture what they all know is the new market, which is electric cars and trucks instead of fossil fuel burning gasoline cars and trucks. And in that competition, the Chinese won. It is well known around the world today that the best quality and lowest price electric car or vehicle is produced by the Chinese BYD Corporation. If you go to Europe, you already see those cars on the road. You do not see them in the United States, but that's only because Mr. Biden raised the already 27% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles to 100%. Yeah, and what that means is for Americans, the price of a BYD truck or car is twice what the Chinese charge for it. And so you're seeing the rest of the world buy those vehicles in huge numbers, Americans not understanding half of what's going on, not grasping that the reason they don't know anything about those cars they see in Europe when they go there as tourists is because the United States government is protecting General Motors, Ford, Toyota, Tesla, who produce electric cars inside the United States from Chinese competition. Indonesia, one of the largest countries in the world, joined the BRICS as a full partner. In the United States, there was virtually no coverage. Nobody noticed. Nobody talked about it. But let's review why you ought to. Indonesia is a very large country made up of 18,000 islands in that part of Asia, with a total population about 280 million people. That's only slightly smaller than the population of the United States. It's another enormous country joining the largest countries in the world. With the addition of the 280 million Indonesians, it is now the case that the BRICS represent well over 50% of the people on this planet. And the Chinese have a special relationship because of BRICS with these countries, and therefore they are building a successful export market for themselves as an alternative to dealing with the United States. China becomes less and less dependent on the American market, thereby giving the United States less and less leverage over China. What the United States is doing to China is less and less of an economic threat as each week goes by. And it's terribly frustrating to the United States, as you can see if you listen to the way our leaders talk. They don't know what to do, and it's not working. The very statistic, $1 trillion surplus, is a screaming evidence that the strategic political struggle with China is not going well.
The deficit with China is about $1 trillion. Think of it, $1 trillion.